Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Friday, April the 26th, and this is a quick hit on the indexes. Starting off with the Dow, up almost 12 points. This is actually really good for the Bears, in my opinion. Certainly it would have been nicer if it had closed red, but I guess we have to go with what we have. Ending with a spinning top. Unable to beat the highs of yesterday at all, although we did have a higher close than yesterday. I still like this quite a bit because we still have a lower high. Beyond that, what do we have? Well, we've been saying that this is a secondary reset, and I still believe that that is the case. You can see the fast stochastic has reached the top. We said last night it was getting really darn close, and we didn't know if this slow would have to catch it or not. But as of today, it did tick down. Excellent. Doesn't mean that it's just going to roll over right here, but this is a start. The 14-day RSI moving average is still moving down. We have a down move on the RSI, down on the, sideways on the CCI, going sideways on the MACD, and up slightly on the MACD histogram. Overall, loss of momentum, and everything going in the wrong direction as the 14-day RSI moving average. So, this is good. This is encouraging for the Bears, in my opinion. And three little tails all in a row. I think of like three little piggies. I need to go wee all the way home to the bottom. But anyway, that's wishful thinking. Okay, 60-minute time frame. Did we expend all of our energy getting to where it is today? Well, let's see. I would say pretty much. I mean, it did have a little bump up towards the end of the day, but really, all that did was give it a little more room to go on the down, and everything is aligned for the down. So it's just a matter of the Bears picking up the ball and running with it. Can they do that since they are have been inept so many times? Well, that's one of the reasons why it's hanging on as hard as it is because nobody believes the Bears can do anything. But we have really good alignment in the 60, and the daily is really shaping up nicely. So, yeah, I think the Bears have an outstanding chance this coming week. And take a quick look at the Dow Jones Transports just to see if there's anything different. How many days in a row this thing has been green? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems rather odd to me. And with 6 green days, green closes in a row, still has not been able to beat the previous high. This is a warning sign to me. Beyond that, 14-day RSI moving average still ticking down. It is very low, but you'll notice everything else is higher. All it needs to do is come back down and meet the 14, and then our down move will probably be, well, possibly finished. But great position for the down move to be quite strong. So, yeah, all encouraging to me. Moving on to the SPX, which was red, unlike the Dow. We were saying yesterday that it was, of course, it got higher than the Dow, but today showing more weakness than the Dow. Interesting. We still have a lower high, just like the Dow. And are we positioned well for a rollover? Yes, we are. It's very similar to the Dow. No need to rehash. And I'm sure the 60 is exactly the same. I might as well take a few seconds to make absolutely sure. And actually, it could use a little more development on the stochastics, but overall, this is a pretty darn good setup. The secondary reset is almost finished. Very nice. Moving on to the VIX. The VIX down a tiny bit. after 2 doji stars in a row. It did attempt to get up, got smacked down. It is a fat body spinning top today, indecision. Still maintaining above the major price consensus level. Notice we did not pierce it today. Notice we did not approach it today. Good sign. Beyond that, we already have the stochastics trying to curl. We have the CCI curling, the RSI curling. And the MACD and the MACD histogram are not yet. 14-day RSI moving average going sideways in a relatively high area. It hasn't passed the 80 yet. But this being high, it's actually a good sign. Because if these actually do turn and go up, they will be stronger due to the position of the 14-day RSI moving average. So, it's not a done deal. It's not guaranteed. But we do have a pretty darn decent setup. Going on to IWM for the small caps. And what do we have here? This one is this one doesn't look healthy at all. It looks a lot like the Dow, except that it's red and it closed lower. It did fill this gap. Maybe that's something, but we ended with a spinning top, which closed below the lower price consensus level. We did not approach or pierce the major price consensus level. We have a series of descending highs, and we have a series of descending lows. We have a topping area minor in the heat map forming or already formed at this peak. We have a secondary reset finishing off its move to the upside, although it would be nice to see the MACD histogram roll, but that's okay. The stochastics and everything else are leading the way. Overall, very nice. This one is setting up to have positive divergence on the next down. Something to be aware of. It could be busted out if we take out the previous lows, but if we come down and just hold, and the stochastics meet all the way to the bottom, and we have positive divergence, we should know that it will be time to most likely go long. Anyways, that's a few dollars away, and at least a few days away. So I'm not going to worry about it too much at this moment, but my eyes will be peeled to see it. Go to 60 minute on this one just to be absolutely thorough. And this one does have more room on the secondary reset to complete. So it's a good thing that we checked, because this one does look different than the down SPX. This one could attempt the current previous high before going down. So something to be aware of. And going on to SPY for our volume information for tonight. Where are you? There you are. Very nice. This one is really darn close to the previous highs, but yeah, very similar to all the other charts we've looked at. So we'll just look at the volume information and call it a night. We were saying last night we had the whipsaw red on the volume weighted MACD. That continues to be red. We were also talking about the running out of room on the accumulation distribution and the on-balance volume. The accumulation distribution still ticked up once again, amazingly. But on-balance volume, a down tick. I would be rather hopeful that it'll be able to come down and get to the trigger line, and then we'll see what it wants to do. But it would seem natural to me at this moment for that to occur. If we have rollover in anything or everything on the regular indicators, we should have a real break on this sucker. So this is highly encouraging. 3 reds, 2 greens, and one of the greens is soon to be in danger once again. Fascinating. And that's it. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you very much.